the last adventure, we acquired our superior kibble, and today, we'll be putting it to use, taming the mightiest of the mammoths. So we'll be heading out to the snowy mountains. But there's a strange new tension in the air. What may be causing this, you ask? Well, I've been informed that a dangerous new species has been roaming the Ark, the Acrocanthosaurus. Where did this come from? We don't know. And on top of that, the Rexes have gone through some sort of evolution. These two tyrants roaming the redwood forest is really bad for the hotel business, as the residents are threatening to move out, and I don't really have time to build a safety net for them, so I'll be hiring some outside help. One of the best builders I know, meet Gray Guy. He's a tad strange, but he's cheap and he likes to be paid in beer, so I've made up a few beer barrels and told him to help himself. Now I have all but one ingredient to make the superior kibble. We need a lot of rare mushrooms. So I headed off to the local mountain to harvest up some crystals. And after harvesting every crystal node and coming out with exactly 8 mushrooms, I realized that I was going to need a better way of doing this. And after about 3 minutes of extensive research, I learned that we could get these in bulk from the mangrove trees in the swamp. So I headed over there to test it out. And from one small portion of trees, I got more than the entire mountain. But I had a plan to use the moss chops to get more. Now with the moss chops, you can also level their resource gathering of certain materials, and one of those materials is indeed rare mushrooms. So I pumped a few points into there, and we began clearing out the trees. After roughly 10 minutes, I think we had more than enough, and so I built up a closet for the moss chops and let them hide in it. We headed back to the hotel and made up the rest of the kibble. And now, let's gear up and move out. Okay, so Green Guy's kind of giving me the go-ahead to do whatever I want with this, as long as it's protecting the hotel. He really doesn't care. And so let's get right on into this. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting right here at this this big rock-hard tree. And we're going to be building a wall straight across to this tree here. I'm going to kind of jump it over to this tree, this big one right here. And then from there, we're going to connect it to the little cliff right here. Come right up here. This should be enough room between here and the platform that the wild dinos won't be able to damage the platform. And once we get the wall up, we'll be able to start working on the defenses to keep the dinosaurs at bay, the enemy dinosaurs at bay. But yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're going to be doing here today. And let's go ahead and get into this. But first, we're going to have a little treat. Alright, so we're over here, right on the edge of the tundra, and I got 3 mammoths here. We got this guy right here, who's a level 125 male. It is kind of hurt, though. It was just fighting something. I don't really know what it was. Then we got a 120 male and a 35 female. So, this is... I really hope this doesn't turn into a... Well, that one might be dying, so we're going to ignore that one for now. I hope this doesn't turn into a Kentro situation where we have multiple high levels of one gender and can't find the other one. But we're gonna... I need to kill you. Come on, just die. Just die. Just die. I want to try to knock out both of these males to see which one has the better stats. Come on. Oh, you're getting bloody. Oh, yeah, you're getting bloody. Okay, the other one's running away right now, which is perfect. Okay, he's coming back. There we go. He's down. Alright, now, let's get this guy knocked out. And as you can see, we have a different crossbow. I kind of messed up before this adventure. I was idle standby waiting for jerky to cook up for the kibble for these guys. And I may or may not have forgot to sit down. And we ended up dying and our stuff despawned. So we lost all of our, like, really good stuff. And this is kind of my secondhand stuff now. It really sucks. The only things that I'm really upset about losing, though, are the crossbow and the chibi that I had. Because the chibi actually had some experience on it. And it was the jellyfish, which I don't think I have another one. And that's, like, one of my favorite little chibis. Okay, he's looking like he might be hurt. We need to kill this pig really quick. We should be able to put enough damage out to kill this thing relatively easy. Come on, just die. Just die, bud. Just die. Thank you. Okay, get back to this guy and get him knocked out. Look at this weird little tail. That's a Carno. Just die. Just die. Just die. Please just die. I don't want to attack this mammoth. I'm trying to avoid attacking the mammoth here. Okay, you guys do your thing together. Nope. I think he killed it. Yeah, he killed it. Perfect. Okay. I hope this is the right one. Oh, that's not good. Come on, give me control, thank you. Let me get back over to that mammoth. That other one's most definitely gonna, it's gonna die now. Like, no doubt about it. Where did he go? Here he is. Still running away, perfect. I need him to keep heading this way, away from that Yudi. Pretty sure this was the weaker of the two as well, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it was. The 125 was just too hard for me to do anything about. Alright, well, I guess this is the one that we're gonna be going with. There is no way that thing survived. What? How are you still standing, my guy? This guy's gotta be a freaking beast. I am baffled right now. I don't think that we'd be able to knock this guy out. He's very bloody right now. But I kind of want to see what his stats are. No! Okay, can we check what his stats were? No, we can't. That sucks. That's really disappointing. Oh well, we tried. Alright, we should be good to go. I already got this split off, so let's pop that in there. It should only take 22. There we go. We got him. 179, 66, 30 health, 1419 stamina, and 302 melee damage. That's not bad. And 840 weight, if that's, you know, relevant to anything other than carrying wood. So, now, we are going to go on into the adventure of finding you a beautiful, big butt mate. Well, Gray, you've really outdone yourself. This is beautiful. Magnificent. Just look at that wall. And that, and that, and there's another one over there. It's kind of hard to see, though. So, we have got our walls built for the hotel to keep it safe. First off, we have the front wall, which goes from tree to tree, protecting everything. Decent size going all the way up. If we open this up, we got double doors on every single one of these. So anything coming at us is going to have to go through 2 layers. On the outside, we've got it lined with some plant species X that are growing up. And then we've got a few obstacles for the dinos to get around. As we can see, the stego, it's already taken a beating from the spikes, and it's fought itself essentially. Up next is the gate that we're going to be using for the bigger dinos. They obviously won't fit through the small gates, and I didn't want to put a behemoth on the other doorways just because of how big it is. So I figured this would be the next best spot. In between these 2 trees coming in, it opens up. And as you can see, we have kind of a shortened gate here. It's because most of it's gone, quote unquote. It's inside of here. That's the whole thing. I wanted it to look like it wasn't a full gate, and I think it looks much better. But this is going to keep dinos out while giving us an option for bigger dinos later on. Now, we have our ramp that goes down, and it kind of cuts off into a slightly smaller ramp that comes down this way. I didn't want to do a huge ramp going all the way down because it was going to take up a bunch of room in here. This leaves a lot of real estate inside of this. Our next wall is covering the west end. This is going all the way across the opening. We have our little stairway here, and we can walk across the top. We got some plant species X growing up. And lastly, our south side gate. This one we had to give a little bit more protection on, so we actually have a full wall of spikes with a small opening for smaller dinos. But this wall kind of goes from one extreme to the next. It goes from very, very tall on this side all the way across to very, very short. And this is why we have to put those extra spikes. But anyways, that is our entire defense system for this base. Green guy might want to add a little bit more later on, but as of right now, this is what I was contracted to do. But there's one other thing. Now, while I've been building, I've been having to go up and down to grab some materials. From the looks of it, Green Guy's using this stego as a stepping stone to the rope to get up into his base because something broke the rope. And, you know, I got some time to kill. I think that we can just go ahead and do something like he has over here on this one right here. So I'm going to get started on that while he's gone. But first, a beverage. Alright, so we're on the side of Blue Obelisk Mountain, and we built up a little workstation. I'm actually dropping the mammoth off and moving on because the mammoth has almost died in battle multiple times. We've also scaled up and down a mountain. And trust me when I tell you, scaling down the mountain is even harder. Just fall, man. Come on. So I'm going to make up some saddles, build up some walls, and then head out to find a new one. Alright, and we got our staircase built. It's pretty much identical to the other one, other than the fact that we got a little bit more of a walkway here, but that's about it. Just go straight up to the door, nothing super special. But I did decide to go ahead and make up a little platform for the crane here, because it was kind of just shoved into the corner and it didn't look very good. So now it looks much better. I think Green Guy will like this a lot. But while I was working, I went to grab another beer, and I realized that the kitchen was really depressing. And so I went ahead and redid that as well. We got the storage indented here a little bit. We moved the cooking station into the corner. We got ourselves a nice set of campfires that we can cook up, and we even got the ventilation for it. Moving over, we have the Jerky Junction, which, with this being the Kibble Hotel, he's going to need a lot of jerky, so I figured this would help him out a lot. Their narcotic situation was a little bit hairy. They were kind of just left out in the open, and I wasn't really comfortable. That's not really up to code. So I went ahead and built in a gated area for their narcotic production. We can also go ahead and store a few other things that probably shouldn't just be laying around. Like the stimulant is a very dangerous thing to have just laying around, and the spark powder is explosive. We don't want that just sitting around everywhere. I updated the storage area too, and divided everything into their own respective preserving bins. And lastly, the most important piece of all, the bar. You can't just have this lying around with the beer barrels sitting out. So I went ahead and built him up an entire bar. We got our own little half gate, our beer barrels, and some storage for the cups. I think this will fit him much better. And now, for a drink. Holy shit, okay, a 150. That's a 150 female. Okay. Hello, you are bloody. What is your health on? 3247. That should be more than enough to get this thing knocked out. The only problem is I don't know that I have enough to knock it out. That's kind of my major issue at the moment. Is I don't want to kill this thing. Oh my god. Could make up a few more. The only problem is I don't know that my bow will be able to handle this. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make up a normal bow and arrow as just like a major backup just in case. We need a lot more fiber. Got it. Alright. I really hope this goes well. I completely missed. I guess it's a good thing we're making up more. Oh, it's running? Is it running? It's out. Okay. Oh wow, it still had like half its health left actually. We were good. It just looked terrifying. Well, alright, there we go. A 150. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it is very average all the way down the board, but you know what? We're going to take it because this is the first high-level female that we've seen, and it's going to give us the best chance of getting decent enough stats in all of the areas that we need it. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait for this thing's hunger to drop. Well, that sucks. Turned away for literally 30 seconds. I might just wait for this to boil down still and see how bad the taming effectiveness is on it. Because this is the first high-level female we found. Alright, we're going to put one kibble in to see what it's at. 41. Ooh. Nope, it's not worth it. That really sucks. That really sucks. I was like halfway there. It's okay, there was a 130 right up the mountain. I just need to sneak in and kill you really quick, bud. It's okay, just let it happen. Okay, we need to stop with that. We need to stop getting hit by that. Okay, that one's dead. One more guy to kill. Oh, nope, 2 more guys to kill. Oh, no. Okay, that one's dead. Perfect. Perfect. What level is that thing? 35, but that bleed is gonna really mess with me. I might just let those 2 hash it out for a second. Yep, Carno's going for him. I'm gonna heal up. Okay, clearly it was this mammoth is not very smart. Clearly. Why are we freezing? What's going on here? Okay, we need to get the mammoth down to here. Okay, we need our normal bow now. Switch it over to the trank arrows. I hope I have enough trank arrows for this. Hey bud, where are we going? Finally! Oh my god, and here we go. We finally got it knocked out. Now we just needed to get it tamed up and get it back to the base. We got an Obus. What's up, bud? Level 15? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna let you live. But you have to tell all the dangerous shit to go away while I tame this mammoth. After that, you guys can go play all you want. You can play your little tag game. Okay. Alright, I got a bunch of bad shit moving in right now. We're gonna have to go ahead and take these things out. What level are these wolves? 100, 15. Oh, that's a 130. Oh, God. Okay. We got the 100 by itself, though. That's good. Okay. Please die. Please die. Okay. There's the 35. And as we got it tamed, we got it back to base, and we began breeding. And there it is. Oh, the little baby. Look at the little baby. Look at the little trunk. Oh my gosh. He's so goofy looking. Oh, and it's a girl. Even better. Let's get some berries if I have some. Yeah. And some more berries? Yeah. Alright, so we got the higher melee, or I'm sorry, the higher health, the higher stamina, the lower weight, and I think the lower melee as well. Yeah, we got the lower melee as well. So, we're just going to have to breed this into the male afterwards to try to get those that higher melee onto a female, and then we can start going from there on the mutations. But, this is our first elephant, our first step in the next boss fight. It's finally happened. And so as the sun sets on this stupendous day in the freezing cold tundra, I'd like to thank you all for joining me and our new little elephant friends here. And I want to give a huge shout out to the moss chops and the hyenodon that we had tamed in the last adventure. Even though they were extremely difficult to tame, they were 100% worth it. And if you guys haven't checked that out and you would like to, hit this right here. And I'll see you in the next one.